most devastating body blow in combat sports is the liver shot. The punch impairs your breathing, forcing your muscles to contract and mobilizing your opponent. Needless to say, it's a punch we need in our arsenal. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to set up and land the liver shot. Okay, I'm going to show you where the liver is located, what punch is most effective, and how to set it up. If you're finding me for the first time, feel free to smash that subscribe button to check out all my upcoming videos on BJJ and MMA. Okay, let's get to it.
Yeah.
Okay, so now before we get started, we have to know where to hit at, where the liver is at before I can show you how to punch the liver. So right here, the liver is gonna be, as always, on the right side of our body. A little part of it peeks out the floating rib. However, the majority is behind the rib cage. So that's gonna be important because it's behind the rib cage. It requires a certain amount of force to hurt. All right, so now we know where the liver is at. Now, what can we do to damage it? How do we hit that? Now, for sure, you can throw a cross. We can throw hooks, but the most effective one is going to be our shovel punch. Now, if you don't know what the shovel punch is, it's somewhere between a hook and an uppercut, but reality is probably more towards the uppercut. Okay, the punch is going to be coming down, and this time instead of it going up or laterally, the power is going to be going through. So the shovel punch is going to be driving through our opponent. A good indicator is just having the palm facing up, making sure our two knuckles are pushing through. Okay. Now, like any other punch, whether it be a hook or an uppercut, we never want to lead with that. Okay, and it's gonna be the same thing here. The reason why we're just too vulnerable for shots. So if I come down and load, and I'm trying to bring the shovel punch through, I'm getting checked. There's just too much time. Now, a lot of times, that's not really an issue because if I hide it or mask it into a combo, it can land pretty cleanly and be very effective. But if I don't do that, if I just come straight in and try to come down this way, odds are they're gonna go and check me and counter. So this leads me to how do we set this up? So I'm going to show you just two different ways. These are two most basic ways you're going to set it up. All right, so one will be that we're going to throw a jab. Now a lot of times when we throw a jab, we throw at jaw, we throw at the nose, just to kind of like hopefully get their eyes watery or hit them in the jaw to push them back. But in this case, what they always tell you not to throw is towards the forehead. But this time we are. The reason why we're going to throw it towards the forehead so they can just raise their guard a bit, exposing their rib cage a little more. At this point, I'm going to go ahead and slip. I'm going to load my left side. And then I'll have a clear avenue to take this, to take a shovel punch to the liver. Now, when I do this, I do need to maximize my power and push through hard. I do want to maximize that effort, pushing down, driving through, opening up that chest, hitting straight through. Because I do need a decent amount of force. However, if I do get that force, this will collapse it. Okay? So again, I jab high, slip down, load, drive through. And if you get real good at it, you can just feint the jab if they're giving you that response where they're automatically just going high guard. Now the second one will be, if you notice that the second one will be just coming off a cross. Like I said, you can always hide this inside of a combination, but even this last one that I showed where we jabbed up to the forehead, and we slipped. When we slipped, we brought that right shoulder forward, which loaded our left side. That's the same position we're going to have if we throw a cross. So nothing's changed as far as how the mechanics of our body are going to work. Just how do we hide it effectively. So this could be changed off a cross and driven through. Changed off a cross. Now, if you just don't want to throw a cross out in the open, because sometimes that's not necessarily the greatest thing to do, we can throw a jab, light hook, cross. Getting it in. And now wrap this video up. Like I stated in the video, a hook and a cross can make contact, but a shovel punch drives direct force into the liver, making it a better shot. So if you're not familiar with the punch, practice, practice, practice. If you enjoyed the video, like, share, and subscribe. If you have any questions, list them in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm Coach EJ.